Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Cook operating from the gun. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On 1st and 10, Cook. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go.
Here's Cook to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Cook. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And a very short pick. Up there across the 15 to the 16.
Good job, D. Good job. That's the way you fly to the ball. Yeah, D. Hurry.
To throw on second down is Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
On the run, Darkwa. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set. Green 39. Green 36. Let's go. Leopard. All right, now, Lucky 56.
Cook now to throw on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Luck on third down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Mario Edwards. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fielded at the 33. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here's Darkwa, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Cook looking to throw on 2nd down. Going deep here for Bryant. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here we go now.
To throw is Cook. On 3rd down. Tough to bring Bryant down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 1st down, Luck. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Hilton's first catch, good for a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Luck on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. On first down, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Luck going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Raiders. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Cook on 1st and 10. And Nelson's got it here right side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Cook. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run with Darkwa. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Leopard! Leopard! Hot! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hot!
On second down, Washington. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Leopard!
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Second and 10, Luck again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Leopard! Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Hurdles over him. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Cook. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone,
And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Locke buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 24. Now a first down throw. Locke finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the red zone now, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now let's go.
Here's Cook throwing on first down. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Hines. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. And incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. 3rd down here. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Cook now from the gun on 3rd down, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run now with Ware. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Hurry, hurry! Talk.
Out of the gun, Locke. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Love. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A shotgun snap for Locke. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Cook on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
To throw is Cook. To throw again. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Cook to throw on second down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Throwing, Cook. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Cook. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They run again with Wade. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They run it here. Whoa. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So they get there, they get the block. That can turn out to be a big play.
Everyone's looking for a difference maker. Everyone's looking for an edge. If you get a block punt in special teams, that could be the huge difference that you're looking for.
And this will be taken at the 13. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, it's Hines. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
To throw is Love. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11Z.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Love. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And how about that? He missed it. Won't matter much in the final shakedown, but a bizarre way to end this victory.